Hi Maniacs, I'm back. I am ready to do another Banny. I have sorry, I swear every time I start my recording I see a piece that I don't like on my nail. I have a mixed Mani here from Alex with one of my favorite sets in it, Peacock Throne. Love Peacock Throne. There's just something about a peacock feather printed strip that's just awesome, right? So I did start because I'm doing double layers on all my nails. I wanted double layers on all my nails just to give them some extra strength. So I started before so that it wouldn't be a super long video. I'm trying to get them a little bit shorter, keep them at half an hour or less, because I know those hour-long videos are a bit much. So, okay, so in this mix that she did, we have Peacock Throne, Naughty or Ice, which, by the way, first time I've used it. Oh my Lord. So good. Look at that blue. Oh, so pretty. And then we have Over the Moon, which is this beautiful silvery white overlay, sparkly, you know, glitter dip overlay. And Queen of Green, which we all know. It's freaking awesome. Queen of Green is so good. But anyways, I wanted 2 layers on every finger, and I've only needed the one thumb lately, so I used the thumb on my middle finger so that I would have enough strips to do a double layer on every finger with this set. So, all right. So on our pinkies, we've got Queen of Green, and then we are going to have Over the Moon on top of that. And then I'm gonna, so I've said this before, I don't know, a zillion times probably, but the glitter dips, there's always one end that has less glitter. So I'm going to trim this end because I want it to look the same on both fingers. So I'm gonna take off some of the bit that is not glittery, so that way we don't have a difference between the 2 fingers. All right, it's kind of covering a lot with that glitter, but it's okay. And I love this one. I think to me, Over the Moon is like the perfect snow replication. Doesn't it look like snow? I think it looks like snow, like snowflakes coming down. Not that I want it to snow, mind you, I do not want it to snow. I just always think Over the Moon looks like snow. This is what I used when I had done a snow globe nail during the winter time. I used Over the Moon to make the snow in the snow globe. And it's a really good replica for that. It's also just a really pretty glitter. With the white and silver in it, it's just really pretty. It's got tons of glitter in there. It also has some of the big glitters, which are a pain, and you really need to, I've got, of course, some right at the edge that are big glitters. I hate that. But it is a really pretty glitter. So, and I think we're gonna have like mostly each nail is gonna be just slightly different, because we've got, no, the middle and the thumb will be the same, but the rest will be different. So 4 different patterns going on. But I'm just gonna do straight application, nothing fancy, just put the strips on. So pretty easy Mani to do, shouldn't take too long. Do I wanna, yeah, I might even actually cut this one a little bit too, just because of how much I cut off the first one. It's, there we go. All right. I think that looks pretty over Queen of Green, but I think it's gonna look amazing, amazing over Naughty or Ice. So I'm excited to see that mix together of those two pieces. Anyway, there they are. I was like, what did I do with my nippers? But I think it looks nice over Queen of Green. It's pretty. And we'll see how Queen of Green and Naughty or Ice changes up Peacock Throne, because I'm putting colors under a white set. It may change up how it looks a little bit. So we'll see how that looks too. The big glitter is pretty, but it's a pain in the butt for cleanup, because you have to make sure you nip off any at the edges, you know? Okay, I don't know what's going on with this music, but it's all of a sudden glitching. Let's put a different one on.
Award-winning baby products with over 15,000 five-star reviews. Rascal and Friends.
It was like playing a few bars and then skipping and playing them over again. So it was like almost like I had a record on instead of a video streaming on YouTube. Okay. Yeah, I like that. I think that looks really pretty over Queen of Green. I think that's good. It looks nice. All right, now let's see how Peacock Throne looks over it. I'm excited for this. Peacock Throne is one of my, it's my favorite. One of my favorite sets. Right up there with Sakura Festival, because that one is definitely like one of my all-time favorites. But this one is definitely right up there with that. Might even be tied for like first place. Just love a peacock feather. I think it's so pretty. All right. So on these fingers where I put down like Queen of Green and Naughty or Ice, you're not actually going to see them. They're just there to be that first layer so that I have a double layer on the finger. I'm going to cover them entirely. But it's definitely going to change because it's not sheer necessarily, Peacock Throne, but it is. I know that sounds crazy, but because it's that like white color, it is a bit sheer. It doesn't have a backing to it. So it's definitely a set that you can change up based on what's underneath it. I wish I had put that down a little lower. I wish I should have cut some of the bottom of that off so that it had more of the peacock feather top on my nail. I'm going to do that for the other side because I want the whole, I like the top part, you know, so I want that on there. So I'm going to cut the bottom of the strip a little bit so that we get the full little peacock feather eye there. So I'm just going to cut off a little bit at the bottom. Let's see, because this nail is shorter than the other one too, so if I don't do that, we're not going to get the whole thing on there. We might still lose a little bit of it, but not too much. So But so this is going to have a bit of a green tinge to it because we've got Queen of Green underneath it. And then the other strip that I'm going to put on my pointer will have a bit of a blue tinge to it because we've got Naughtier Ice underneath it. I think once we get it on the other finger, you'll see the difference more. Right now, it's not really super obvious that there's a difference to how the strip looks, I think. But once the other one is on over a different color, then it'll be more obvious, you know? I purposely did not do my thumbs so I could use them for cleanup because I knew that there was going to be a lot of cleanup on this one because I'm using strips that are a little bit big for the different fingers. So it's going to be kind of cleanup heavy. I usually use my nippers or something else to do cleanup, and I have my thumbs, you know. I don't use them that often, but they are the easiest thing to do cleanup with. You know, the other tools are a lot harder to clean up with. If your thumbnail is really, truly your best tool. But sometimes I have a base coat on my thumbnails that I feel like I'm going to mess up if I use my thumbs. So I don't use them very often. But today I put my base coat on like a couple hours ago. So it's nice and dry and I know I'm not going to mess it up. So I can use my thumbs to do cleanup. So there we go. See, you can kind of see it almost has like a minty color to it now, the white. Do you see that? I don't know if you can see, but it has like a bit of a minty color to it because the green is under there. So we'll see what it looks like on Naughty or Nice in a minute. Okay. Okay, so now we're gonna put Naughtier Ice. Over the Moon on Naughtier Ice. Let's see how that one looks with it. I think it's gonna be cute. Okay, there's something right here that I keep feeling. It's driving me nuts. Can't stand having little edges sticking up because I feel them against my fingers and then it makes me crazy because I'm the picture of sanity, you know. So I don't know if you guys can see because I didn't show you with the last one. Do you see how like the glitter goes down almost to the bottom on this side? And then on this side, it stops right about here. And there's some sparse little bits of glitter down the whole bottom, but it really, the concentration of the glitter dip stops right about here. So if you only use one side of the strip and you don't use both sides to do two fingers, then you kind of have a choice. Do you want a more concentrated glitter down towards the bottom, or do you want it less concentrated? But I'm using both sides of the strip. So if I can, if they're a longer strip, what I always do is I'm going to try and make them match by cutting off a bit of the strip so that there is less kind of blank space here. Maybe I'll see it better with the, I don't know. But that's the way all the glitter dips are. I didn't notice that for a really long time. And then once I did, it was almost impossible not to see on them that they are different. Which I really don't like necessarily because I feel like most of us use both ends of the strip, you know? But it's fine. Ooh, do we want to maybe turn this upside down? Let's do it. Let's do that on the middle finger since we're going to have this design on two fingers. Let's do this. I'm going to cut it down the middle. And I'm gonna turn it this way and put it so my concentrated bit is at the cuticle line instead of the tip. Oh, sorry, I was just flipping you guys off. Did not intend that. Okay. I love a reverse glitter dip. Personally, I like to have the concentration at the cuticle line and getting more sparse as it goes up the nail. But I know a lot of people also like it the other way. So I gotta put this down before I finish cleaning up. All right, so we're gonna put that at the cuticle line. There's a lot of cleanup on this finger because this was the strip for the thumb, and it's the big thumb too. It's not the little thumb because I usually need the big thumbs. So we have a lot of extra. And this does look just as gorgeous over Naughty or Nice as Naughty or Ice as I thought it was going to. It is such a good combo, these two. You know, it's kind of a wintry combo, but I don't care. I refuse to go by season. I go by what I'm liking at the moment, so I think it's cute. And it doesn't matter that it's kind of wintry. I bought it during the winter, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, because she did this mix in February. She always dates her mixes with what date she did them. So she did this mix on Valentine's Day, February 14th, 2013. This is really pretty. I like this a lot. I like it a lot. Okay. Yeah, that's really pretty. Ooh, okay. All right, I'm also super excited to see how this is gonna look now with the blue underneath it. This always happens on my pinkies that I get like a bit sticking out that's like rubbing against my other fingers, and it's driving me crazy. Sometimes it's like a hangnail bit, and sometimes it's a strip bit, but either way, it's annoying. All right. God, this is a beautiful set, Peacock Throne. I freaking love it. All right, let's see. Am I going to be able to get my whole feather on this nail? I think so. And what about the other one? Let's see. I think the pointer finger is long enough that they're gonna fit. Yeah, all right. So I won't need to cut these so that the feather goes, because I want to see that top part where it's got the colors in it, you know, the beautiful colors. You know what other color would look really good with this is a yellow. Like, maybe Nourish the Need because of the yellow in the feather. It's a good set. You can put so many different things with it. You can do blues and greens. You can do white, silver, gold, yellow. So many different things. But I feel like blue and green are definitely kind of the traditional bit that people put with peacock feathers, because those are the predominant, you know, colors in the feather. Huh. That's interesting. It doesn't look that much different than the nail that has Queen of Green on it. It's just kind of minty, for lack of a better look. I mean, they really don't look that different, but there's totally different base colors under these. But it just gives the white sort of a minty hue to it. It's not, you know, it doesn't completely make it not white, but it does give it a little bit of a tinge of color to it. All right, I got a little bit from the tab on here I want to trim off because those drive me crazy. Probably be easier if I said what didn't drive me crazy, right? Because everything drives me crazy. Oh, all right. Oh, love it. This is a really good one, guys. I'm loving this. Cannot wait to see it when it sets up. I think it's going to be amazeballs, like super amazeballs. It's going to be good, I think. The colors are just, I knew I was going to like this one, but the colors are just gorgeous together, and they're also like my colors that I like too. I love blues and greens. This finger still has something. I feel like it's one of the glitters. It's like right on the edge. And I keep feeling it rub against there. Okay. But yeah, these are like blues and greens are, I love blues and greens. Blues, greens, and purples are like my favorites. And then like reds and pinks, and then neutrals, I think. I don't know. It also depends on the day what I like. Okay. Oh, I think that looks really cute. I like it a lot. All right. Let's do our thummies. And then we can call this one finished. I'm excited. I like it. I know I keep saying this, but I might leave this one on for a little while. I haven't left anything on for more than like 2 or 3 days in so long. I wish I could be one of those people that just does their nails once a week and like leaves it. I'm just not. I get too itchy to try something different, and I have so many things that I want to try that like the need just overwhelms me and I have to take it off. Okay. I love this. Naughtier Ice is so pretty. So pretty. I mean, look at that. That rich blue, that like sapphire blue. Oh, it's so good. It's absolutely freaking gorgeous. See, that's the thing. I love these like saturated jewel tone kind of colors too, you know, a rich sapphire blue and emerald green. You know, like those are just my jam, my kind of thing. I really like them. And this is definitely like a super gorgeous sapphire blue with that little bit of a like metallic sheen to it. Oh my God. It's really good. Really good. Yes, I'm geeking out over my nails again. But I think we've pretty well established that all of you that watch me tend to do the same thing when you're doing your nails. So I'm okay with it. I will geek out and you guys can geek out with me over this gorgeous, gorgeous frickin' sapphire. Oh my God. Oh my God. It's so good. Okay, let's see if I can use my other thumb still without messing it up here. Messed it up a little bit, but not too much. Oh, it's so good. All right, so now we got to decide on the thumbs. Do we want to do the glitter dip like the regular way, or do we want to invert it and do it upside down glitter dip like we did on the middle finger? I was thinking if we did it the regular way, then we've got, even though they're the same colors, they're slightly different. But I also really like a reverse glitter dip. I don't know. What should we do? We're just going to do it the regular way. I don't know why, but it's just like an obsession to have all of my nails different. Even if the difference is only very minor. Okay. Come on. It's such a problem getting the tabs off lately. I don't know if it's something I'm doing or if it was something in the manufacturing process or what. But lately I feel like the tabs don't come off like perfectly cleanly. I've got to mess with it a little bit to get it all the way off. And it's kind of annoying, but oh, this is good too. Okay. I do love a reverse glitter dip, but this is good too. This is really good. It's like snow falling. It's really pretty. Like it. Okay. Sorry, I'm concentrating. You guys know I always get quiet when I concentrate because I'm trying to make sure I cut it just right so that we have enough to do the other thumb, because if I don't do it like right at the very tip of my nail, then I don't have enough to do the other side. So I have to be careful with that so that I can do both. Get a couple little glitter bits that need to be cut in half. So with these, you always got to do that, nip it, because otherwise if you try and rip out, like, or not rip, but like, you know, fold it over to get that glitter off instead of nipping it. You can sometimes rip it down farther because the whole piece of glitter will come out if you use like your nail or your orange wood stick instead of nipping it. So gotta be careful with the big glitters not to do that. Oh my God, this is so gorgeous. I love this. Oh, I know I say it like every time I do one of your mixes, Alex, but this is so good. Like these all go so well together. They're really like, they definitely were made to go together. They look really good together. You have a good eye for this stuff. Part of why I do buy so many mixes, because then I don't have to think about it. I just put it on. I mean, I can do a mix if I want to, but I like not having to think about it. And doing, you know, pulling out a mixed mani already ready to go. I don't have to open up 5 packages of nails to do it either and have all these leftover bits, you know. It's really nice to be able to do that. So oh my goodness. Oh, that's so good. I love it. All right, there it is. What do you guys think? I can't wait to do some nail fees for you because I don't think it always comes across in video as good as it is in person. And it's good. So good. So there it is. Another one in the books. All right. I will see you guys on the next one. Love you. Bye.